What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're here on Liberty Falls, and somewhat recently I did some new player guides to survival on each of the maps. So what I wanted to do today was actually jump in and do a best weapon for new players. We're going to take this to round 31 with the Rampage Inducer. Obviously it won't be to the health cap, but it'll give you a pretty good idea of why the weapon is as good as it is, and it'll give us some time to kind of talk about it. This is by far my favorite weapon to utilize when trying to go for higher rounds or starting up a new map for the very first time, completing Easter eggs, all of the above. Honestly, it's one of the best weapons for almost everything you can think of. There may be a couple of bosses that you could argue some weapons might be more efficient, but for the most part, you should be able to do each and every bit of content within the game using the ASG-89. Now, I'm going to leave the loadout in the pinned comment down below, but realistically, just the goal of this run is to kind of make it through the 31 rounds, showcase the weapon itself, how good it actually is, and have some fun along the way. Now, this is not the usual content that we end up doing. Obviously, a lot of the time I'm doing challenges, I'm testing out weapons, doing all of the things that we could possibly do to have fun within Black Ops 6 Zombies, but it is fun from time to time to go and cater towards the new players that might be joining the game throughout the entirety of the year. And in general, it's kind of fun to just do things that aren't necessarily all about the challenge, and sometimes they're a little bit more about fun. I mean, challenges can be fun, but depending on the difficulty of them, it doesn't always end up being the case long term. Now, one of the main reasons I really like the ASG is because it has, in my opinion, one of the best reserve magazine balance combinations you could have, meaning that you have a really decent magazine size starting out with 20 and then eventually doubling with Pack-a-Punch. But at the same time, you don't really go through the ammo in your reserve super fast. So you're not reloading constantly because you have a decent enough magazine, and you're not finding yourself in a position where you're having to purchase ammo over and over. That is not the same for all weapons. There's definitely some out there where you're going to end up buying ammunition multiple times, even before Pack-a-Punch. And it just sets you back a bit of currency. Even though it's not a ton, it does make a difference over time. And then obviously, as you Pack-a-Punch, those end up going through more ammo as well, costing you more currency. Obviously, once you get all the way maxed out, have all your perks, you're upgraded all the way, it becomes less of an issue, but still, it's something you might consider, especially if you're somebody that struggles in the earlier rounds or just trying to get your stuff, or you're just trying to, beeline it, I should say, to maximum upgrades and stuff. So I definitely think that that's one of the greatest assets of the weapon is just how frequently infrequently, you actually have to buy ammo and reload. And then obviously the damage output you get for the magazine is kind of crazy. Like, we're here on round 5. Obviously I have an insta-kill now, but we're able to use the Dragon's Breath rounds to really do a lot of crowd control, hitting way more than one zombie at a time and chiseling away at their health in the process. Now, I did nuke the beginning of this round, but it didn't really make a difference. Like, here we go. We just aim, shoot 3 times. All those guys died. Nothing crazy. Fire finishes them off. A huge asset to this weapon. We're also here on round 6. We are running the Rampage Inducer, which for a lot of people is more hectic than their normal run because they may not run it. But we are able to easily, take out the enemies that we're facing, stay away from them, and have more than enough ammunition to kind of get us through what we're looking for. Now, we can actually count on it taking multiple shots to eliminate the zombies. But again, we said we have a lot of crowd control here. I can pretty much just fire once toward their direction. It'll catch them on fire. And then I can kind of just hit them again as we go. Pretty easy to control the zombies. It makes it a lot easier to withstand staying in the first room for longer, which is normally my strategy for a lot of my runs because it allows me to build up the points that I need. That way I can get to Pack-a-Punch all in one shot. And obviously during the beginning of the match, it kind of restricts the places the zombies can spawn from. And in some cases, in my opinion, definitely, it gets you through the rounds a little bit faster. So we're able to get through the rounds not only faster because of the Rampage Inducer, but because we are restricting the play space by so much. We're still here, round 8. Not a lot of double points left to take advantage of, but we'll try to do our best here. Sometimes these guys can be a little bit fast. Get out of my way here, guys. But you guys can see, I can just shoot, try to keep my distance. Obviously, they're a little... What the hell happened right there? That guy, like, sped up to a point where I couldn't squeeze through. That was not what I was anticipating. All right, let's go this way. Stay out of the way, guys. But look at this. Easy crowd control. You can just focus on spraying as many of the zombies as possible, which is not the case for most weapons. Like, I think this weapon actually, in a lot of ways, requires the least amount of accuracy. You could just hip fire in their direction, and you're going to be impactful. Okay, I think I nuked the beginning of this, so we actually don't have as many zombies as we normally would for around 9, but This should give us enough to be able to at least save one zombie. That's the goal. We want one. We don't want two. We don't want three. We just want one. We still have a couple. I don't have an ammo mod, so we're not really at a risk yet, but I want to put us in a position. There we go. See, we have one bullet. We have yet to buy ammo this entire run so far. You will not be able to say that with most weapons that you use, although in some cases they do actually have a pretty decent balance, but they won't always do as much damage. And obviously at this point we're on round 9. We've yet to upgrade even a single time, and we've been pretty effective with our weapon. If this was a run where I wanted to do a challenge, I would have probably done no upgrades at all. Like, if you're doing a no upgrade run, this would be the easiest weapon to do it. Okay, we can open up the church. We got our ammunition back already, which was nice. We had enough points to get all the doors opened up and buy pack, and we still have 4,000 left over, which is awesome. That means we could actually probably even break through here and get to jug a little bit faster, which might be the play. But before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and at least put on the dead wire ammo mod, because it's not only one that new players will have access to off the rip, it's by far the best for crowd control in the entire game. You will never convince me otherwise. Are the other ammo mods good? Some of them, yes, but they will not do the same amount to crowd control as the lightning strike does as a part of Deadwire. Okay, now we are pack 1. I don't want to go ahead and get rarity yet, because we already know on this round specifically, we can actually get our free rarity tool. Just going to allow us to get epic a bit earlier, which is always my strategy for this map. Double points, look at that. Like I said, lightning strike is just insane. There we go. Should be able to get through these guys pretty quick. I do want to save at least one if we can. Sometimes it's tricky when you're trying to take advantage of the double points. I do want to use the insta-kill as well. I kind of just want to get through these zombies. Yeah, we'll just do that. Hopefully I can hit it with my first Semtex. Sometimes I mess this up, I'm not going to lie. All right, let's see. Perfect. Come on. Stick it. I think I got it. First try. We got it. Sometimes, though, it blows up like in that same area or general area, and it does not end up being a W. Okay, our tool should be somewhere here on the ground. Where is it? Is it up here? It is. Over here. Should be able to grab it. Now we're in a good spot. We're going to do enough damage. We should be fine against our Mangler here. That car's going to blow up. I'm going to try to get past this guy. There we go. Should be able to get past. We are cooking this guy. He's down. Just like that. And I'm honestly going to do my best throughout this entire run to try to not upgrade too crazy fast, right? Like, at this point, we are pack 1 blue. I'll probably wait a few more rounds before we get epic. That way we can kind of push the limits of the weapon slightly to show you just how strong it actually is. There are some weapons where they may feel good off the rip, or as long as you're, I guess, overpowered for the situation that you find yourself in. But once those higher rounds, even the 30s, early 40s start setting in, you really start to see how much those weapons fall off. Now, if you're a regular viewer of my channel, this is likely a pretty chill video as opposed to what we normally do. But that's exactly what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be something guided toward newer players or people that are interested in using the best possible weapon, while also having something be a little bit less insane than most of our challenge runs are. I love doing challenges. I love coming up with new ones, but honestly, I feel like the more creative we get, sometimes the less appealing the challenges can be. I'm always trying to find the best possible balance between challenge difficulty and entertainment. I'm kind of getting to the point where I should 100% get this door opened and probably install Jug as a perk, because things are going to start getting a little bit crazy here. I almost died instantly right there. How much health did I lose? Did I get hit twice at once? I might have got hit by both the vermin at the same time. There we go. We got those guys out of here. Oh, let me go ahead and get these. These are going to be helpful. Insta-kill. I'm going to sneak in here and actually grab our Jug, because I'm not too worried about getting stuck in here when we have insta-kill. We'll just dive into it, make sure we get it without an animation, and now we're good to go. But reality is, we haven't really bought ammo, right? We've only pack-a-punched our weapon once. We obviously got lucky and got a bug round, which was always guaranteed to give you a max ammo, so that always works out. We have a nuke. We don't necessarily need to hit that yet. I'm going to try to kill as many of the zombies as possible. I mean, we are still cruising with this thing. Obviously, pack 1. We're already in a position where we can technically get pack 2, but like I said, I'm going to wait a little longer than I normally do, just for the sake of showing off the weapon's power. Okay, we made it over here. We grab our 2-plater just to keep ourselves a little bit safer. Oh, I don't necessarily need that, but that's okay. We're going to need it in a minute, but we're not going to have it available. We do have our abomination available here to us. Probably really excited to see me. Just needed to show it a crit spot. Show a crit spot. There we go. Now we can damage it pretty fast. W. Stay out of the way. Obviously, not everyone plays Rampage Inducer. I think this is probably the best Rampage Inducer weapon, too. just given the crowd control and everything else that we've already talked about, especially including dead wire on the weapon itself. I've actually done some pretty crazy runs with very limited resources with this weapon and dead wire. I think I did the dead wire only challenge specifically with this weapon, and we ended up making it pretty far. So you guys never know what's possible unless you try. Okay, we got the double points. I'm going to kill that guy. I need ammo for the first time in a long time, but that's actually okay. I mean, I figure at some point we're going to have to get it, right? Might as well get it now. I'm going to keep saving a little bit longer for Pack-a-Punch level 2. This guy's trying to laser. Oh, there we go. He's still got his face available. I just can't see it very well. Our other round's about to start, so things are about to get crazy. It's about to get a little crazy. I probably could go ahead and grab some more perks soon. Come on. Destroy it. Destroy this guy. And it's out of here. Okay, let's go ahead and get Speed Cola so we can get our reloads in a little bit faster, especially since we are trying to stay a little bit underpowered. I think I'll probably get Quick Revive next and PhD and then Quick Revive more than likely. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll be in a pretty decent spot. Obviously saving up for Pack 2, definitely important, but at the current spot that we're in, we don't necessarily need it, so we can get these other upgrades first, which is nice. It's nice to have a weapon that doesn't require you to Pack-a-Punch it, you know, back to back to back to maintain its relevancy. All right, we have one zombie left. Oh, 2 zombies left, I lied. But we also got a max ammo, so that's kind of nice. Puts us back at the top of our game with the maximum amount. Why do we get it the round before we get a free one, though? That's kind of lame. So when I think about the best weapon when it comes to Black Ops 6 Zombies, there's definitely a few things I think of, right? One was the mag size. The other was the reserve, like we talked about. Of course, damage output is incredibly important. Crowd control, but also ease of use. Like, how easy is the weapon to actually use? And I think this is by far the easiest. Like, it takes the least amount of accuracy. You can pretty much just aim in one direction and fire, and you're going to see success. Whereas a lot of other weapons, that might not be the case, right? Obviously, need to be a little careful here. We got a lot more friends. Get out of here. Why are you spawning behind me? There we go. Another one spawning behind me. These guys really like to do that. All right, we're still doing some damage. Go ahead and plate up. Should be some more plates on the ground for us. Round 18. Things are starting to get spicy. I mean, we still do plenty of damage. I mean, it's going to be hard to tell how much we need to do to this abomination until he makes his way through. There we go. We're still doing a ton of damage to it, to be fair. And the zombies, too. They're all getting absolutely obliterated. And I don't even have double tap right now, which I have the augment on, I'm pretty sure, for us to deal double damage with non-crits, which is awesome. So once we get access to the Wonder Fizz, this thing even goes to the next level. But if you wanted to make the argument that double tap shouldn't be needed, this weapon was still the best before double tap was introduced. So it just takes it one step further. It's still, in my opinion, much better than using the GS45s. I think a lot of people think that that's one of the best weapons in the game, and I think damage-wise, that tends to be true, but I do not enjoy the experience of using those. This is way better weapon previous to Pack-a-Punching your gun, and it's also just a lot more reliable, needing, you know, ammunition significantly less often, and all the other stuff. Come on, guys. Spawning is so bad right now. Get out of my way. All right, we're buying ammo again. It's been a while. Now we're getting crazy with this double points. Try to stay out of the way of the launch of the old Mangler there. Can we take him down pretty quick? Oh, look how damaged he already was. Yeah, we still do tons of damage. Plenty. We haven't really even needed an upgrade yet. Let's see. That guy's already weak. This guy's full health. Let's shoot him once. I mean, he still gets one bullet. That's all it takes. Like, how long are they going to be one shot, right? I have more than enough to get epic rarity, but I don't want to yet. Yeah, look how exciting this is. Hit that guy. Oh, did I hit him once? Yep, he died. These guys, just hit him once. I mean, the crowd control is crazy, but it's even crazier when you can pretty much just spam across them. As long as they catch on fire, they're getting some damage done. All right, take our dude down. All right, damage fall off is a little bit relevant, but not crazy. We didn't even hit him with each and every shot, and I feel like we definitely destroyed him pretty fast. There we go. Easily taking these guys out without too many issues. I mean, honestly, if I was doing non-rampage inducer, this would be even more easy, right? That's the only thing that's really a contributing factor to the challenge at all in this run. And it's always going to be a challenge with the rampage inducer. Even if you're a high-skill player, you make mistakes, you're gonna pay for them. The game is definitely punishing in that regard. All right, we should be able to get through the rest of these zombies. Is this no way this next round's going to be a bug round, but if it is, I'm going to hold on to this nuke and try to hit it last moment. Okay, doesn't look like that's the case, but I feel like we definitely had a mangler somewhere. Yep, he's still outside the map. Let's just kill him while he's out there. And I think he died. Okay, let's see what we can do here for the rest of this round. I hit that nuke, killed that mangler, and I feel like this should be most of what we have left. Get it once again. I mean, honestly, too, the other thing about this is you can build up so many extra points by not having to buy expensive ammo. Like, the fact that we have been able to maintain pack 1 for as long as we have is a massive asset to this weapon, and something you should consider more when choosing a weapon for a specific type of run, especially if you're going for long-term survival or you want to get upgraded as quickly as possible. Something like this is going to take you a lot further because, look, I have 35K. I could have spent 15,000 7 rounds ago to get Pack-a-Punch level 2, but we didn't do that, right? And we haven't needed to, which has been huge because now we're sitting on 22. Honestly, at this point, as long as our damage holds up, I don't see any reason why we would need Pack 2 yet. And that's only going to allow us to get all the perks that much faster because we're not going to be 15,000 in the hole that we would have been already had we gone Pack-a-Punch level 2. But that is not going to work with all weapons. Some weapons are going to struggle a lot more with Pack-a-Punch level 1, and they just don't quite have the oomph that this weapon does. I got to pop my shroud. I didn't realize they were blocking me there. I had nowhere to go. I'm like, oh, I'll just go to the right. Nope. They were as widespread as they could possibly be. Okay, bug round complete. We did get another abomination here, so I'll be interested to see how this goes. We're probably going to end up with multiple manglers and things like that, but if we end up in a position, I guess I should say, where we're not dealing enough damage to get through the abomination quickly, or what I feel like is reasonable, we'll go ahead and pull the trigger on our epic rarity. We do indeed have 2 manglers. Okay, we got the first one. Gotta stay away from the zombies. They're so damn fast. Bro, stop picking up speed. No need to pick up speed, brother. Slow down. All right, I need to reload. I also need some armor. All right, that guy's gone. There's another mangler somewhere down the street. There's also an abomination down here. He's going to change trajectory last second. All right, so far things have been pretty smooth. There's definitely been a lack of plates this round, which has been a little bit annoying just because the zombies are as fast as they are. But other than that, we're doing all right. We're going to have to watch out here. Probably need to go ahead and grab some ammo once again. Can I interact with that? There we go. Why are these guys so spread out? Everybody group up. Get together. Work with me here. There's another plate on the ground. Okay, we still have our mangler, which should allow me to focus on our other guy. This guy here, that guy there. Come on, it's abomination time. Okay, shooting his laser. How much damage do we do? Why are you in my way? The mangler's trying to sell. All right, we stay out of the way here. Come on. Doing pretty... I feel like the damage isn't bad, actually. Being what I would expect. I would have expected less. Let's go ahead and go there. I'm trying not to kill my mangler, but he's doing a lot to try to stand directly in the path of this abomination here. No, the abomination killed him. Buddy, I was hoping you wouldn't do that. All right, can you not charge? I'm going to need to probably get some more ammo here in a second. All right, we are going to go ahead and get epic rarity. I think we finally hit the point where we should get it. This hasn't been impossible, though. I will say the abomination has been still kind of reasonable considering. That one epic upgrade is going to make a world of differences, especially when we get dead wire to activate off the rip. Okay, time for us to get ammo. Got the ammo. Now we focus on this dude. Dude, these guys are crazy. All right, there we go. Try to take as many down as possible. We're shooting pretty fast. Oh, this guy's trying to catch me off guard. Slide backward. Come on, slow the hell down. Okay, we got double mangler vibe, but we also have this dude lasering too, so he's actually helping me out quite a bit. All right, yep. I don't know why you're blasting me at the same time, unless there's a third one. Is there a third one? I mean, I guess there could have been a third one. Didn't look like it. How was he moving like that and still blasting me with his shot? There we go. Rest of these zombies out of my way. Crawler down there. Where's my abomination? It's time for you to go, buddy. You have overstayed your welcome. Of course, you're going to waste about 20 seconds of my time with your face closed. All right, stop moving, and there we go. Should be able to delete them. Nice. Another round in the bag. We're still pack 1. Okay, we finally reached the point where it's time for Wonder Fizz. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. We can now get double tap, which is going to make things even more ridiculous. I don't necessarily need death perception, so you're not going to see me grabbing that. But there we go. We are already in a great spot. We were able to get every single perk on round 25. We don't need to go and get any others. We don't have any on the side or anything. And I'm actually going to go over here and grab this 3-plater. And look at that. We only have 12K. So we couldn't even afford pack 2 right now if we wanted to. But obviously, if we were using a lot of the other weapons, we couldn't put ourselves in this position to begin with. We got another double points. That's actually kind of insane. Yeah, some of these zombies are just unbelievably fast. It's ridiculous. It's like, dude, you gain speed while I'm moving. Like, that's crazy. All right, let's go ahead and blast this dude. He's gone. Or he should be. There we go. Now he's gone. For sure gone. The only thing about the fire is that when you're doing Rampage Inducer, the fire doesn't quite eliminate them as fast as you would like, and you end up just getting hit a lot extra because you think they're going to be dead, or you just want to try to do as much crowd control as possible. Oh my god. Get out of my way. Let's finish these zombies off. Got some more ammo. And honestly, 1,000 ammo resupply is so much cheaper. You can do that 5 times for the cost of one singular pack 3 resupply, which is insane. Obviously with pack 2, it's only like 2.5 times, or double if you're already pack 2 buying ammo. But other than that, he's lasering off the rip. Hopefully that'll keep these zombies off me for a moment. Do a little bit of damage. All right, there we go. Get away. I need some plates again. Okay, we got a nuke down here. I want to grab it for sure. Let's hit it. Hit the nuke. And then we can try to do some damage to this abomination. It's going to do a little bit of damage to it for me. Come on, turn around. I don't want you to charge, though. I kind of want you to just hold your face open. One of the many things about this guy that makes him such a pain. There we go. He wasted like 10 seconds of damage I could have been doing. That's okay. We'll just finish it off here. Run away. Obviously, oh, wait, we still have a zombie. I thought the round flipped. I don't know why I thought the round flipped. Maybe it did, and it just has one zombie, but we're good. We'll be able to get through this guy. Oh, he's going to do his ability. We need ammunition. Okay, we got the ammunition. We should be good. Go this way. All right, give me a moment to try to do some damage. Like, look at that. You can still see it visibly going down at a pretty good rate. Like, I would say it's probably a little slower than the first couple we took out, but we're still only pack 1 purple. And we're on 26. So, still dominating power out of the ASG-89. All right, we get decoys, so let's go ahead and throw one. And then let's see what we can do as far as getting rid of this Mangler. Arm blasted off almost instantly. And there we go. Again, we're still pack 1. Crowd control saving the day. I mean, we might have another Mangler in this round, but otherwise I think we're looking pretty good. There we go. We're able to absolutely just devastate. As long as we keep our distance, we're fine. Some of them are going to just pick up insane amounts of... Why did you do that? You could have spawned anywhere. You spawned right behind me and blasted me almost toward the horde. That's actually insane. It's insane work. All right, I'm going to throw a decoy again. We end up with another double points. I'm going to start shooting at the group just in case. You never know. There is a Mangler somewhere in there. Oh, no, he's over to my right. Slide backward. So many of those zombies are gone. They just they think they're still alive. Okay, watch out. I'm going to pop a shroud and dominate this guy. There we go. See you later, buddy. Shatter blast even came through, which we didn't actually need. All right, crowd control is coming in clutch as always. We are just absolutely devastating. Like 40 rounds with this is just so insane. Okay, last couple zombies. There we go. Should be zooming right into round 28. No big deal. Technically, I can shoot these bugs one time, too. Not that I would really do that, because I'd have to wait for them to get eliminated, but if I wanted to, it's like that. Hit them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and... Oh, he actually lived that time. Normally takes enough for him to actually get eliminated. We're flying. Pack 1, purple, still in full effect. We're going to probably... Did I just hear another... I think I just heard abomination or something. Maybe it was an abomination. Maybe it was just a Mangler that I heard. No, I did hear an abomination. It's down here. Okay, we got another Mangler. Just blaster only. Just shoot him in the blaster. Think we can get him. I can't tell where he is. He's mixed into the group of zombies pretty heavily. I think he fell back. Oh, or did he just despawn? Nope, I think it's a new one. Just pile driving him in the face, hoping for the best. Come on, we got one. One of the 2 is down. We're going to try to focus the other one. It's actually kind of crazy I was able to kill it as fast as we did. I was not anticipating that to be the case. I need to try to finish him off, so we'll do one more little loop around here. Yep, and there he goes. Okay, I'm going to pop a shroud. Oh, it didn't work very well, but I was trying to pop a shroud so I could stand in front of the dude while he was lasering, but he just quit lasering almost immediately. Okay, a little bit of damage in. Obviously, we do nothing while his face is closed. Okay, we need ammo. Obviously, now we're starting to go through a little bit more ammo because the damage fall off. Let me focus on some crits. Go, 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 go. I wish I could hit the crit spot, but apparently I'm just horrible right now. There we go. Obviously, this damage fall-off is a little bit more severe now. But we are fighting an elite. All right, the time has come. Let's do it. Legendary. We haven't even gone past Pack-a-Punch level 1. Now we should be able to... Yep, that's a little bit more noticeable for sure. Might not be the craziest of all time, but it's noticeable. We just need to keep him walking toward us and showing his crit spot. Yep, do it again. Let's go. And damage is coming in hot. He's lasering. He's going to laser right at me, but I'm also going to end up killing all my zombies in the process. Oh, I think we did. Did we end up killing all the zombies? We still have a zombie? Nope. We don't have a zombie. It's the last round we want to survive regardless, so here we go. Go ahead and watch out here. I can actually pop a shroud if I would like. I'm trying to get him to make sure he's doing the right behavior before I even consider it, you know what I mean? That's always the big crucial part of this. Can I get him to do what I need him to do? Actually, this is probably working out pretty well. Besides the zombie that won't back off a little bit there. Spamming, can't see where we're shooting, but I think we're hitting something. All right, he's lasering me. I'm taking damage, but I'm also destroying. I think he died. I think he's out of here. I think we did it. Now we just have to survive the rest of these guys. Okay, decoy out. We got some more ammo. Obviously, the armor fall off is like one of the biggest hurdles in this game, because once the guys are like almost all armored, weapons just struggle. But to be fair, this weapon doesn't really struggle at all. I mean, we're on round 30. We're Pack-a-Punch level 1. We're legendary. You can almost say this is a Pack 1 only challenge, but I'm going to utilize the title, thumbnail, and everything else in a different way. But it's basically what it became. With a limited end goal, I guess you could say, too. All right, we still got our Mangler here. He's like actually at full health, basically. Can we destroy him? Yep. I think we got him. Absolutely destroyed him. I don't even think we needed to reload. We just cooked right through him. Same thing with these guys. Look at this. Vermin. One shot. Armored zombie. How much damage do you take in one hit? Almost half? So what, it takes 3 full shots? But that's not that bad. You're going to be firing into the group the entire time. Actually insane. Let me finish off the last one of you. I'm going to grab a mutant injection. And we are going to go ahead and exfil. Pack 1 the entire time. And look how much points I have. I have more than enough to hit Pack 2 and 3 right now. And normally by this point you might be Pack 3, but you might not have every single perk available to you. So kind of depends on your choice. But I think just doing this run the way that we did showcases the absolute power. Technically, if there was a single weapon in the game that I would say is overpowered, it would probably be this one. All right, we're waiting for the zombies to spawn in. This is like always the same thing I do. It's a guaranteed 100% that you will exfil every single time. Mutant injection after waiting for as many of the zombies to show up as possible. Takes about 20 of them away off rip. Then you're stuck here just punching the abomination. Come on, buddy. You can do this. You can do it. We can break this. We can break this guy down. And just like that, abomination down. What do we have? 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We freaking did it. Now that is by far, in my opinion, the absolute best weapon in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Across the board. People might argue some do similar damage. In some cases, maybe even some output more. But choosing the best weapon in the game is more than just about damage. It's about the other characteristics of the weapon as well and how easy it is to use. But this is by far the best weapon if you are a new player. Jump in, run this loadout, and I think you guys will have more success than you've ever had before. But that's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!